Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse, where we're trying to get back into the gallery.
I needed to get inside, but the door was locked. I wasn't going to get anywhere without some help.
And I assume we're going to need the help of Mr. Creepy over here. Oh my goodness, he actually looks really creepy there. I don't want to do...
Hello, Monsieur Lin.
Well, hello again.
Right.
So, how are things in the world of art?
As always, intense, exciting, full of passion. An intoxicating blend, don't you think?
That was clearly Lane's self-image.
Yes, if I had a webcam at this point, you'd be seeing a lot of side-eye. The owner of La Malédiction.
So there would have been an inventory of the paintings.
Oh yes, Henri was very meticulous like that.
Okay, the manifest.
You said Henri's manifest might be in the office.
Of course, my dear, but that place is full of junk. I have no idea where it might be.
Oh, well, can we get into the gallery?
About the gallery.
Of course, my dear. We can go there now, if you'd like.
Alright.
That sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
A cozy chat with Lane was the last thing I wanted. But it was my best hope if I wanted to get a look around the office. So, what are we waiting for?
Don't laugh at me, waiter man. Don't laugh at me. This game is making me do something horrible.
After you, my dear.
The place was heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy. As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion. It looked like a folder.
Oh no.
Whatever it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Oh no.
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready for you. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, I'm never gentle, Monsieur Lane.
Oh. Do call me Hector.
Don't play along with him, Nico.
Couldn't search the desk while Lane was there.
Okay, right. Do we have a hammer or something? Oh. Just like thwack him over the head.
Lane hadn't noticed the folder. With that amount of padding, who would? The only way to get hold of it was to distract him.
Switch the light off, confuse him.
Monsieur Lane?
Hector, please.
The statue of Henri.
I see Henri had a statue of himself.
Yes. For a man of high aspiration, he had alarmingly low taste. Nevertheless, I shall miss him. We were like family.
What will happen to this place now?
Henri's widow will decide, poor soul. She may find it in her heart to keep me around.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
La Malédiction.
Is there anything you can tell me about the painting?
It was an absolute treat to come across it. A true undiscovered gem.
There's no denying it is a fantastic painting. What can you tell me about the religious significance?
Of course, there is a deep religious symbolism locked within the painting, too. Central to this must be the pantheon of saints.
That doesn't help. The owner.
So you really don't know who owns this up?
I'm sorry, my dear, I really don't.
Alright, champagne.
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
Oh, I was hoping I could knock it over. Oh, it just goes round again, does it?
Don't you think it's a bit awkward in here, with so much of ennui looming over us?
Just ignore it, my dear.
The painting.
What can you tell me about the saints depicted in La Malédiction?
As I said, I don't know which denomination the saints represent.
Well, it's not going to be Protestantism, any of the Protestant denominations, because they don't have saints. What you're probably thinking is, I don't even know what you're asking, really. I mean, I know there's Roman Catholic saints. I think there might be Orthodox ones as well. So that might be what he's talking about. But I think it was in Spain, so it's almost certainly going to be Catholic, or Roman Catholic. Apply logic, please. And think about what you're doing when you're designing a puzzle game, and make sure everything makes logical sense. And, bleh, the owner.
So you really don't know who owns this up?
I'm sorry, my dear, I really don't.
Okay. So I drink. Okay. Have I got anything I could spill it on? Can I spill it on maybe... Oh no!
To new friends.
Too long.
Let's not go too quickly, mate.
Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
Yoink!
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malédiction had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my story. Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
A little while later...
And I found out who claims to own La Malédiction. Some guy named Medovsky. Sounds Russian, right?
Medovsky, my God.
Who is he?
He's new on the oligarch block. Fresh into London from Russia, with ambition and a bloody reputation. Collard, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
Alright. Let's go and do something more!
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast. Come in.
Oh, I was already just Lane.
Hi, George. Great to see you.
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all. How are you getting on?
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make it stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced I'm involved. So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you.
A long story later.
Annette, the manager at Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name, Medovsky.
Medovsky. That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera's security?
He set up the theft of his own
has to be the
painting?
one behind this whole scam.
You're telling me?
What?
We have to be sure.
Hello?
What the?
How did you get in? Like, Nico's not letting anyone in. They're just walking in.
I cannot sleep on that bed. It is too soft.
Josh, this is Senor Marquez.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
And then we see it again. So. Ipple.
A pair of statues stood on plinths on the mantelpiece.
Away from the painting.
It was a grand fireplace. How can we prove this is you as a child?
The dates would tie up, George.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
Who's this?
My father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
Anything else around in the pictures? No, I think it's just in the painting.
That's definitely La Malediccio hanging on the wall?
It belonged to my family, so it belongs to me.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy has no legitimate claim to it. But how can I be sure that you're the boy in that picture?
I can prove it. Look at my father in the
I
photograph.
assume it's this.
See the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died. This medallion has been in our family for hundreds of years.
Yay, dragon. Surely Medovsky can have a legitimate claim. Like, if he legitimately bought the painting, I mean, in this game that is a massive if, but he does then have a legitimate claim of ownership. If he did not know that it was stolen at the time he purchased it. So that gets complicated.
It's definitely the same medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
That's not a snake.
The what?
The Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader. La Malediccio is sacred to the Gnostics. Hence they both display the Ouroboros.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work. A thing of evil.
Ha! He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the church.
And you would say
Whatever
that.
you think, the painting is mine.
If Marquez was the true owner of Malediccio, then Medovsky had no legal claim to it. Might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
The fascists stole it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow.
What?
After that, it was lost. Until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him?
What? How? Oh, am I in control now? Okay, good. I get to complain. How did it get... Right, okay. It was captured by the Spanish fascists. How did it get from Madrid, under the Spanish fascists, to Berlin? Considering they're two separate governments, and Spain was never occupied, and was always neutral. I mean, maybe it was sold to a German collector. Okay, that's the way that has to work. But you'd think you'd then have it explained, and then it's captured by the Russians, and then blah. Okay, that's how you explain it. But that's something that you should explain, game, rather than just being like, fascists in World War II. I mean, Berlin would have fallen and been captured by the Russians. It was captured by the Russians. Actually, it could have been captured by the Allies, but due to the agreement of the line of the... I'm going to say Elbe. It might be. The Allies didn't go past that line. They could have taken Berlin slightly earlier, but they chose not to, because the agreement. What am I doing now?
Senor Marquez.
Yes, George.
The painting.
So, La Malediccio belongs to your family.
It did. Once it was stolen, I did not believe I would ever see it again.
You must have been excited to see the painting again.
It was a miracle.
Tell me about the Gnostics.
You mentioned the Gnostics. What can you tell me about them?
It is not important. A religious sect, that is all. My family were Gnostic. They were a peaceful, good people.
Gnosticism is Christian heresy, in contrast to the kind of orthodoxy, and in contrast to the kind of more orthodox positions. And it's lowercase o, not capital O, for the Eastern Orthodox, or the Greek Orthodox, or the Russian Orthodox. And part of it was that you had to kind of, I think you had to basically kind of level up, and then more of the faith was revealed to you. Not something I'm particularly keen on, because there's like, what are we worshipping? Oh, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? I don't know. I'm not high enough level to know. I think when Nestorians, I don't think they were Gnostics. But they have very different views on kind of who Jesus was and what was happening. And I think they're slightly Platonic in their view of the division between the soul and the body, and that the body is the root of all evil, and the spirit is... I might be wrong here, but the soul is good. Our soul is good, trapped in an evil body. And that was the Platonic view, and that's where we have the kind of fluffy, cloudy view of heaven, is that our souls will waft away, which is not biblical in any way, shape, or form, because we will be given new bodies to go with our repaired souls. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Other than rambling about theology.